Greetings, fellow YouTubers. This is Hunt INX. Just doing a quick little unboxing. Bought some stuff recently because of the clearance sale that Hasbro had going on Hasbro Pulse. Thought I would just do a quick unboxing here, as well as do like a kind of spring break haul video, I guess, because even though I don't really have a spring break anymore, you get the idea, right? I bought some stuff. I wanted to make a video about it, so I'm doing video. So kind of see a little bit of it. So we're gonna kind of peel some of the paper back. This I just grabbed because I don't know. I needed it to go up to like $75 so I can get the whole 30% off thing. So I just threw that in there. So that's just in there. This is one of the big things. Get them out. This is the main. These were the main things I bought at this SPD Green Ranger from Power Rangers SPD. This is one of my childhood Power Ranger shows that I watched as a kid, and I wanted to complete the Ranger team. And now with yellow just being announced, grabbing this, and as you can see down there, the Blue Ranger, very much needed. So yeah, there's green. Now if we get into the box here, in there, got the Blue Ranger 2-pack. This, mainly what I wanted. I don't really care for, what were they? Oh, yeah, A-Squad. Blue A-Squad Rangers. I mean, they were neat. They were fun villains. But, like, so it's all just the same design. And where at least the Rangers get breaking up because, like, they have different helmets, different accessories on their belt, and different numberings. These were quite literally all the same thing, just in different colors. And I'm not too bothered by that. But, yeah. So, we're going to... So, besides these, which I showed off because these came in today, we're going to cut to me showing off some other stuff that I got recently. Just kind of a quick haul video thing, I guess. But, yeah, so we're gonna cut to that. Alright, so I opened the new things, and I messed around with blue and green here of SPD, and ooh, they really nice. I love the Power Rangers figures, just the articulation range. Everyone kind of has the mindset of, they're boring because it's the same thing. But it's really kind of just how you mess around with them that changes them up quite a bit. Like, I mean, take Red, for example, SPD-1. He's a dual wielder, right? And it combines into a rifle. So the poses you can do with him are completely different to 2 and 3 here, blue and green, who are batons. Their weapons are sticks that extend and turn into little blasters or long, huge rifles, or you hold them in their hands and have them whack it. So there's a lot more poses you could do with them than you could with Red, because he's just a dual wielding, because he dual wields, combines into a pistol and rifle, stuff like that. So there's different poses you can do with them, and the range allows you to do that. So it really just becomes a case of what weapons you have with what Ranger, depends on your fun factor with it. Which is interesting. It's definitely a new experience, and it definitely switches each figure up. But these guys, like I said, this is now the haul part where we're going to talk about the haul I got. Also, please excuse the wind. It is awful out there. But, yeah. So, these weren't the only Power Ranger things I bought. No. And I picked this up. This is the Boom Studios Power Rangers Trini and Jason color swapped 2-pack. Now, this is from a storyline in the Go-Go Power Rangers version of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Boom Studios comic book series. It's kind of like their version of like the various storylines that would have gone on in their comics before we got to where we were in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comics, which, eventually moved on to like the whole Shattered Grid storyline with Lord Draken and all that. So this is kind of way beforehand. And they established a romance between Jason and Trini, and on a mission on a different planet, their morphers got swapped. So now Trini is red and Jason is yellow. And these two figures are really good. This was kind of Hasbro's like release of like the new pinless body. And they're a little iffy. Red Trini here, it's Trini. It's not Kim. I thought Kimberly, but no, it's Trini. So with Trini, as you can see, it really works. Its joints are nice and tight. It functions really well. The poses you can get it in are way better than a previous body mold, like with SPD Pink here, I already liked the female Power Ranger Buck a lot more than I liked any of the other female body molds, mainly from Marvel Legends. And this with the double jointed elbows and now the extra swivel at the upper arms definitely makes things a lot more interesting and a lot more fun to mess with. The only thing is that with Trini here is that because she's color swapped for Jason, they didn't modify the helmets at all. It is literally just swapped. Weapons and helmets are swapped. So because of that, the helmet is a lot larger than it would ordinarily be on this Buck, as you can see with Jason's Yellow Ranger helmet. Like, it's only like a slight difference, but you can definitely tell one's a larger helmet to fit a larger guy's head, and the other helmet's made to fit a smaller woman's head. So because of that, this kind of throws her balance off way that, especially the sword, which has a hard time staying in the grip hand. But other than that, like, it is really fun to mess with, and it is just really cool. Now, the big thing, and it affects Jason a lot more than it affects Trini, the drop-down hits are really loose on my copy. Like, it takes a minute to stand them up because it is just Wibble City. But Jason is the biggest offender of this, because not only is his drop-down hips loose, his knees are also a little loose. And his ankle swivels, you know, his ankle pivots are pretty loose as well. So it makes standing him up kind of a chore. But once you get him in like a nice little squat position, which is what I tend to pose him in, he stands up perfectly fine. So, and I actually really like the pinless body mold on this. I think the couple modifications they made to the mold really makes this kind of a much, again, it switches the experience up. It's the same mold, but just that changed element of the pinless joints and just the overall bulkier physique as well. Well, thanks to the fact that he has Trini's helmet, which makes his head a lot smaller. It's just kind of, it adds something to it that you wouldn't get, you know, from like these guys, right? You get the experience between these two are different, even though this is the same mold with only new legs, crotch, and arms. That's really the only difference. Well, I guess the torso is also different because it's got this, you know, the dumbbell joint thing. It doesn't work all that great, I gotta be honest. I think it needs some modification. But yeah, overall, this was really nice. This is really good. But so yeah, it's very Power Ranger heavy. But I did also grab another thing. So I had to go get some dental work done. And on my way back home, I stopped at Hobby Lobby and I picked up this, the G-Frame Zaku. I already went ahead and panel lined it as well because I thought it would be cool. I do plan to do a full review on this, so I'm not going to go too in-depth with it, but ooh, I really like it. I have hair on it. Oh, ew. I have like my brush by it, so it just got all over him. That's great. But yeah, really like this guy. I'll probably do a bigger video on him later on down the line. Next up, I gotta extend my tripod for this guy. See, 7-inch. I got the DC Direct Page Puncher Superman. I really like the artist that is a Superman. I forget the name at the moment. Editing me put it right there. Thank you. So I really wanted to get this figure, and for the most part, it is pretty good. It has its typical McFarlane problems of torso not moving very well. And the biggest offender to me is the stupidly large hands. Like, that does not work. I already kind of have an idea on how to fix that, so it shouldn't be too much longer till I end up doing that. But yeah, the figure is really nice. Again, torso problem. Yeah, I'm one of those people who are kind of in the middle with McFarlane toys. I very much agree with people like Spider Criminal. Go check out that video. That video is really, really good, where he's like shitting on McFarlane toys and explaining his problems with it, and I agree 100% with a lot of those problems. Exhibit A. Needs some modification, though, if you really want him to be absolute perfect. But, as established before on this channel with some of my top 10 lists of the year. But, yeah, this guy, really good. Just need to give him some new hands and fix his torso. And he will become probably my favorite Superman figure of all time until I inevitably splash the cash and get that Dark Knight Returns Superman. Because, oh Oh man, the effects knocked it out of the park with that. I wasn't a big fan of their Hush Superman, but that Dark Knight Returns Superman, ooh, he's so tempting. Ooh. But okay, so this one, last one, well, not last one, I do have one more. This one I kind of just bought because he was there. I'm in a Ninja Turtles mood because of the new Mutant Mayhem trailer, which was so good, right? I'm so excited for that movie. So I decided to get myself a Turtles item because I don't own very many Turtles things. So I went in and got the NECA Casey Jones from the Mirage comics, and it's a really good figure. The legs on mine were really loud and squeaky. I had to loosen them up. Since then, they're pretty much fine. I'm not a big fan of this bag accessory. I feel like because there's not that much in there, it should have just been a little smaller, so these kind of sit in there better and also, you know, kind of stick out more prominent. But for the most part, this NECA figure is really good. NECA makes some great stuff. A lot of people just don't really talk about it as often, at least when it comes to the 6 and 7 inch game, as they do something like Marvel Legends, which I'm going to be honest, are a little overrated these days. But yeah, just a really cool figure. And now, setting him off to the side, we're now going to end this off with one last little thing, and I really like this. About the about the little finger fidget Optimus from Earthspark. This thing is really cool because you literally, all you do is you just stick your finger in there and then you hold it down and you transform it back and forth like that. It is basically just a Transformers fidget toy, and like you can do it the other way as well. It's not as effective because you gotta like push down the other way, but I mean you can do it, and he's a finger puppet. But yeah, this way, yeah, it's kind of addicting. I should learn to stop. But yeah, show you there. You guys have it. That was just a quick, just showing off some stuff I bought recently that came in the mail and stuff I've had for a while during this spring week. So hope you guys are enjoying. I'm trying to get some videos done, but I got some stuff going on that I gotta work through. But in the meantime, just gonna keep uploading the best I can, and I hope you guys enjoy. So if you enjoyed a video like this, hey, why not comment down below? Let me know. Make sure to like this video, and hey, check out my other videos on the channel, and maybe my social medias in the description down below. And until next time, you guys, peace.